Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing a book review on The Woman in Cabin 10 by Ruth Ware. The Woman in Cabin 10 by Ruth Ware follows Lo Blacklock, a journalist who writes for a travel magazine, and she has been given an assignment to travel aboard the Aurora, a luxury cruise ship bound for the fjords of Norway. At first, Lo's stay is going well, until one night she wakes up to an unsettling sound, the sound of someone being tossed overboard and a smear of blood on the railing. The only problem is that all passengers and crew are accounted for, and no one was occupying the room next to Lo. Lo's nightmare continues as she struggles to find support, and she sinks deeper and deeper into desperation and paranoia with nowhere to escape. You guys, if you are looking for a great, intense, psychological mystery thriller, this is right up your alley. I loved this. I definitely highly recommend this book if you loved things like Gone Girl and The Girl on the Train, you know, kind of that style of modern day mystery thrillers, you know, psychological thrillers and whatnot. This is very much in a similar vein as those books. And this book, it's just very reminiscent of Agatha Christie, especially something like Murder on the Orient Express. And what I mean, you know, in Murder on the Orient Express by Agatha Christie, that book, everybody is just trapped on this train with nowhere to go, and they gotta figure out the murder. And that's essentially kind of what The Woman in Cabin 10 is, just on a luxury cruise ship. So yeah, in a way, this book isn't unique or original. I think it's kind of hard nowadays to really come up with a truly unique mystery thriller. But still, this book does have some different twists and turns, a lot of things that leave you hanging and questioning and wanting more. So yeah, it's just all in the writing and the writing style, and yeah, how much you get into this and are invested. And I was certainly on the edge of my seat, chapter after chapter. I just was like, what the hell is going on here? Because whenever I read a mystery thriller, I always want to try and figure it out before the protagonist does. So the big thing with a lot of modern day psychological mystery thrillers, you know, the whole notion of an unreliable narrator, which you definitely see in books like Gone Girl and The Girl on the Train. The Woman in Cabin 10 definitely utilizes on that similar topic of an unreliable narrator. And the way she does that at the start of this book, because I was just assuming we would jump immediately onto the ship, the Aurora, but no, the book takes place a couple days before Lo does get on the ship, and Lo is mugged and robbed in her apartment at the start of this book. So right there, you start to get some really good character development with Lo, because she has experienced something so horrific, and this really builds up her paranoia over the course of the whole novel. So not only is she overly paranoid, she also has extreme anxiety attacks, and she's also kind of set up as an unreliable witness. So yeah, you can kind of see where this is going, you know, especially once she does get on the ship, and she thinks that she has heard someone being tossed overboard, and she sees a smear of blood on the railing, you know. So of course when she talks to like the ship's security, you know, things are put into question. And she also has to test her own sanity, because there's some major twists that happen. So Lo, what you learn about Lo, she is a paranoid person. She is very self-conscious, and being on board the Aurora, all of those things about her, her paranoia, her self-consciousness, those are all just extremely heightened. And I would say that this is a fairly complex mystery. I think there's a number of moving parts to it. You definitely got to pay attention to all the little details, and like any good mystery thriller, you got to pay attention to the red herrings. And as a reader, it was just really fun reading this and trying to figure out the clues right alongside Lo, because you want to believe in Lo, you know, you want to believe her, you want to believe in what she's saying, because she has so much self-doubt. And yeah, you, the reader, you don't want to experience that self-doubt alongside her. You want to experience the mystery with her and try to figure things out. And as with all good mystery thrillers, you gotta have a great set of unique characters, and this book has a ton of characters, you guys. Here's what you have to know about this book. This book is definitely very plot heavy, more so than character heavy. So I feel like I gotta get that out of the way. If you're looking for a big character study, you're not really going to get it here. It's definitely more plot heavy, focusing more on the psychological mystery thriller aspect. And yeah, a huge cast of characters, because not only do you have Lo, but you also have all of the passengers. And you don't get to know all of the passengers, you only get to know a few of them. And then you also have the crew and the staff. So yeah, a mega ton of characters to keep track of. I think the one frustrating thing about this book, I left this book thinking to myself, well, wait a minute, I didn't get the answer for this. I didn't get the answer for this. So I don't know if Ruth Ware purposely left things open-ended and we're just supposed to fill in the blanks naturally, or if Ruth Ware forgot to wrap up some things. I'm not quite sure which way it is, because I definitely ended this book kind of pondering a few things and trying to fit things together that made sense to me. So I don't know if it's just me, if it's Ruth Ware, what is it? So yeah, overall, I highly recommend this book. Like I said, if you like a good psychological mystery thriller, this is for you. If you liked things like The Girl on the Train and Gone Girl, you'll definitely really like this. And yeah, if you just like that whole locked room, claustrophobic feel, very Agatha Christie-esque, you'll definitely enjoy this as well. So that's it for this book review. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you like this video, you may like these other videos. Bye guys.